Hey everyone, it is Dave. Welcome in. It's time to talk about module number 7. In this week, since we're done with the principles of design and formal elements, we're going to be dealing with some chronology. We're going to take a look at Edward Manet, and he is known as the father of modern art. Then we're going to be looking at all the different modern art movements, and we're going to see how, like, the formal elements kind of impacted them. We're going to see where abstraction and non-objectivity took place. We're also going to be saying things like perceptual and arbitrary color once again in some of these lectures. This week also, the journals are due. You can turn in the journals this week, or we do have a grace period until next week. Module 8, though, keep in mind we do have the midterm that week, so try to have the journals in by the time you take the midterm. And I think that is everything. So let's head over to the Canvas site. I'll walk you through module number 7. All right, here we are on the Canvas site. This week, module 7. Up top, your usual suspects of our video, action plan, and office hours every Monday 4 to 7. The first lecture is on Edward Manet, our study guide, and then we'll take a look at the further exploration section. We do have some readings this week. They're mostly all optional. There's one required reading, which is on this painting called Music and the Tuileries, which I actually showcase in the lecture. The rest, Charles Baudelaire, is about one of the modernist writers, and a couple art bulletins and articles on the maid that we see in Manet's painting called Olympia. So make sure to watch the video on Luncheon on the Grass. This is one of the most significant paintings in modernism. It is, I'd say, one of the two most important ever created, and it really is the first painting that starts to break the rules of the Academy so that it opens up the door for the avant-garde and the modern art movements. The other painting, Olympia, also groundbreaking, and the two articles deal with this model back here named Lori. A quick video on the Industrial Revolution is below. That's about 5 minutes. After that, we're going to take a look at the different modern art movements, everything from Impressionism through Abstract Expressionism, our study guide, and then the further exploration section has some videos. You actually get to see a little bit of Claude Monet painting. That's about a 2-minute video. But that's one of the reasons I like modernism so much, is that modernism has people that are of the here and now. We have videotape of Salvador Dali and Picasso and Monet, so it's really more to the time period we're living in compared to something much older like the Renaissance. We also have the Manifesto of Futurism, the very first manifesto ever created. And then make sure to watch the Mark Rothko auction because there will be at least one test question about that. I could not embed this video, but take a look at Christie's Modern Art Auction down here below. This is an optional video, but it is really cool to see how significant, as far as prices go, that these paintings still gain. I mean, these are a painting by Degas or one of the other Impressionists still going for multi-millions of dollars. So modernism is definitely hot in the art market right now. After that, this is the link to turn in the journals 1 through 6. You have until the 15th to turn everything in. So keep in mind that the due date is technically the 8th. However, we have a week grace period on this as well. So that'll open up on Monday. And then the last journal for this first batch, because we will have 6 journals after the midterm as well. But the journals here deal with Impressionism. And we've seen several lectures over this semester that talk about on plein air painting. And this is painting outside in the open air. We're going to do something similar with colored pencils. And so just take a drawing paper, turn it in landscape mode, so the wider side is left to right. And then all you have to do is go outside, preferably on campus. That's what I'd like to see. And particularly, we have a great arboretum up on the north side of the campus. and just sketch out a landscape scene. That's all you have to do. So this one's like more of a professional painting. Don't worry about that. That's just there to highlight kind of what we're doing. Here are some past student examples, so you can kind of see just the roughness of what I'm looking for this artwork. There's no lines per se. A lot of this is just shading. So think shading and sketching. That's what this project should be about. And that, my friends, is everything for this week. And once again, this is going to wrap up all the material we're going to have on the midterm. After you take the midterm, everything else, starting with Egypt, is going to be on the final exam. I mean, like, we're already halfway through this semester, which is crazy to think about. So I'm going to be opening up Module 8 next week. That'll have your midterm. You will have all week to take the midterm. So that is everything. Please feel free to stop by my office hours or send me an email if you have any questions.